Welcome to another episode on our channel. You may wonder why I have these statues out again. These are Kotobukiya statues. I have them out for a really solid reason I'll get to in a bit. But what I love about Kotobukiya is that they've been able to create such dynamic poses with their figures. This is actually a set, and it's fluidity in motion. It is absolutely perfect in terms of really capturing movement. I mean, they have one foot on the rock and they're lunging towards some sort of opposing force coming at them. And Captain America is even throwing his shield at who's coming. This is being held in place by a magnet, which is very creative to create the illusion of movement. So Kotobukiya have become masters at capturing movement so effortlessly. What I additionally like about this set is even though it's 1/6 scale, it feels larger than life because they have created wonderful dioramas for all three of these figures. And there's continuity among all three dioramas. There's rock formations, there's steel merged in to the rock formations, and there's a little hue of purple, violet, somewhere in that domain that just ties everything together so nicely. There's a lot of details to take in, and you could spend a lot of time just looking at each figure individually. But as a set, it's awesome, mouth-dropping actually. I am finding a new appreciation for statues because they do capture emotion. And unfortunately, sometimes toy makers get it wrong with articulated figures. They create outstanding figures. I mean, figures that look great, that facial sculpts are just awesome. Form-fitting outfits, tremendous. But with form-fitting outfits, sometimes that makes movement with the figure almost impossible. The worst case I can think of is a set that had Steve Rogers and Captain America together. Now, no problems with Steve Rogers. You could articulate him to your heart's desire. You could, have the shield way out in front of him bending down and that sort of thing. But the Captain America version, it was a no-go there. I often wondered when I saw photographs of the two together, why Captain America looked so strange, unnatural, like his arms were like out here. And I just thought, well, the pictures I'm looking at are probably taken by people who don't really know how to pose figures. Well, I figured out I was highly mistaken with that judgment, because when I got the set and I tried to pose Captain America, he was not movable with the arms. He was so padded, you couldn't relax his arms. You couldn't really move them. And so he looked very unnatural. And I recognized very quickly that the only way I could pose him where he looked halfway normal was to his side, looking at you with a shield in front of him. That would hide his bulkiness. And then I thought that was kind of silly, posing him like that. So I decided I'd take a risk and try to take the padding out. And I did. I took the padding out. It had actually started to deteriorate, so I'm glad I took it out. And when I got it all out and him back together, he was posable. And he looked great. He really didn't even need the padding. So that was bizarre to me that they put padding on him to such a point where he looked not even real, So I think toy makers need to think about that when they're making their figures. Make them look good, yes, but allow them to be posable so we're not stuck with just a museum pose. And the neat thing about statues is you have to like the pose they're in. That's true. But they're going to capture movement much more fully than an articulated figure most of the time. So anyway, I love this set. So I'll pause now and actually bring something out to show you why I brought these three guys out. We'll be right back. We are back, and as you know, my husband made his first bust, complete bust, and it's of Iron Man. I love this particular statue bust. And I don't know about you guys, but when I put him next to this Iron Man with these dioramas, he looks like he belongs here. So I've got him next to Iron Man. My husband is now working on Captain America, and we'll do the same thing in silver, and he will go here. As far as I know, 3D Wicked from CG Trader hasn't made a similar bust of Thor, so we're going to have to be content with just Iron Man and Captain America with this particular set. But that's okay, because that's 5. 3 or 5, that's good. Anyway, I just love this combination. So we're going to pause. We're going to get these two guys on a turn tray and take a look at them a bit closer. So when we got done finishing this Iron Man, I was trying to figure out where was I going to put him, where he wouldn't take up much space and he would look cool. You know, I'm thinking 3 busts are eventually what I'm going to need. But then I looked at one of the closets and I noticed the trio, the Kotobukiya trio, and I put him next to this Iron Man, and I said, absolutely perfect. You know, here's the old Iron Man, here's the new Iron Man. They almost share fairly close poses, you know, at least the hand out, right? So they look good together. And it was kind of uncanny that I did him in silver. I could have done him in copper. I could have done him in some other metallic color, but I wanted to do silver for some reason. And it just merges in so nicely, like it absolutely belongs here with this figure. So I was absolutely a happy camper when this happened. And Captain America, I know is going to look just as nice next to Captain America. So we'll show, after we show Captain America the bust, we'll bring the 3 Kotobukiya figures out again and put Iron Man here and put Captain America next to Captain America. But in the meantime, let's just go around, take in as many details as we can. Yeah, that hand in front is eerily similar. And the silver, just so nice with the diorama. But look at this diorama. I mean, it's just full of details. I'm kind of going slow, but I don't want to, that pose right there is just almost a mirror image. Let's just say I'm a very happy camper, and I think he belongs right next to this guy. And of course, when Captain America gets done, I'm sure he'll belong right next to Captain America. Here's one last look at our Kotobukiya statues of Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man, along with the bust my husband made 3D resin print and painted in metallic silver, and I washed it in black to create this look. It merges so well with everything. It looks like it was designed to be with this set. I'm looking forward to getting Captain America to complete the look. I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please Have a great day.